Hello, Little Bird, a short story by InOurEyes, read by InOurEyes. An alarm wakes me up from a deep slumber. Not just any deep slumber, no. A type of deep slumber that makes you feel like you have died. It's actually a peaceful slumber. Your brain has shut off all of your troubles, making it feel like they're all gone, only to have them race back into your mind as soon as the alarm wakes you. Good morning, sweetie. A cheerful voice greets me as I walk into the kitchen. It's Mother. She looks pale and exhausted. She's sitting at the kitchen table with breakfast prepared. She must have used up all of her strength cooking for us this morning. You see, Mother is sick and has been for a while. It's my job to take care of her. Luckily, Mother is wealthy. It allows me to be with her all of the day. Right before she had gotten sick, my father passed away and I had lost my job. I had to move back in with her. Funny how it all played out. I guess I'm glad it happened that way. Otherwise, Mother would have had to hire a caregiver. Instead, she pays me. You didn't have to do that. I was going to cook breakfast for us. I beamed, because I knew cooking had exhausted her. I walked past the kitchen table to the counter to fill 2 cups of water from the sink. I did it because you would need your strength when you help your friend today. Mother smiled. That's right. That's why I set the alarm. A few days ago, I got a message from an old friend. They needed to take a class to relearn how to fly. Apparently, they had gotten hurt. Something similar happened to me when I lost my job. They recently found out about this and wanted me there to help guide them through the class. Be there every step of the way, I suppose. But Mother doesn't know about this. She thinks it's just a small little task. I sat down and ate breakfast with her. Afterwards, I rushed to get there early. I arrive at the facility where the class is being held, sitting inside the lobby on a cold chair next to an air conditioner. Why am I here, I thought. I already done my course. Besides, it isn't like they were here for me when I took the class. To be honest, I didn't want anyone to know that I had to relearn to fly. Across from me is a familiar face, a dusty looking bird. I remember him. He was in the same course as me. He was kind of rude. I understand though. He didn't want to be there. He just wanted to finish the course and get out, just like me. Why is he here now? Does he have to relearn to fly? Does he think I need to relearn to fly? Thank you for showing up. This means a lot to me. My thoughts are interrupted. I look up and see my friends standing over me. They don't look good. They look tired, weak, and wore down. Don't mention it. I'll help you out any way I can. My voice was shaking. Being there made me nervous. Felt like a heavy stone was sinking into my stomach. Well, class is about to start. You ready? My friend asked. Yes, I'm ready. We walked down a hall and pushed through a pair of double doors. It led to a good-sized room, with a long desk in the middle of the room and another behind it. In front of the 2 desks was an empty space with a giant whiteboard on the wall. We took our seats on the far right end of the back desk. After some time, more birds came in, filling up some seats. Behind them was the instructor. She walked in and noticed me. Back here again? She kindly asked. No, I'm here for my friend, I replied. I see. That's wonderful. She then walked in front of the desk to the big opening. There she wanted everyone to introduce themselves one at a time. After that she began the lesson. After what felt like forever, I started to get hot. My breathing became heavy and hard. I felt like I was drowning being in this room. This place had brought up bad memories. Memories of things that made me in the state to relearn how to fly. It felt like I was reliving those painful memories. I felt awfully sick to my stomach. I was biting my bottom lip to keep me from crying. I have to get out of here. I have to get away. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm not as strong as I thought. Please forgive me. Help me. I'm drowning. With these thoughts and bad memories pouring into my head, I rise up and hurry out of the room into a 1-stall bathroom. I didn't turn on the light. It was pitch black dark. I had no idea how long I was in there. However, my eyes started to adjust to the darkness. I walked up to the mirror. I was frightened by my reflection. It didn't look like me. I looked like my old self. The old self that had to relearn to fly. My lifeless old self. Startled by this, I started to cry. I didn't want to look at my frightening reflection, so I smashed my head against the mirror. Tears started pouring down my cheeks. With my head against the mirror, I looked down. There I saw something bad in the sink. I grabbed the bad thing that caused me to relearn to fly. As soon as I brought it up to my face, the door swung open and the lights turned on. It was that dusty looking bird. When he saw me, he gave me a strange look. It looked as if he had just saw a monster. His face turned soft and gentle. I had never seen his face like this before, not even when we were in class together. Oh, sorry, I didn't know anyone was in here. The door wasn't locked, he stuttered. He walked up to me and put his right hand on my shoulder. With his left hand, he put what appeared to be an envelope on the sink. Afterwards, he smiled at me, a very kind, warm smile. Slowly, he took his arm off of me and walked out. I turned to the sink and grabbed the envelope. It was sealed. I slowly opened it to reveal a letter. It read, Hello, little bird. How have you been? It's great to see you doing well. You look wonderful. There's a line through those sentences. The next sentence doesn't have a line through it. Little bird, I see you. I've seen the way you fly. It's not normal. You know, they tell us we have to leave the nest. They tell us how wonderful it is once we leave, but it's not. Yet, for some, the nest is uncomfortable. There's a twig that sticks out and pokes my side. It makes the nest discomforting. Some birds are too afraid to leave the nest. Others have been hurt outside of the nest as well. There's many dangers out there. Predators around every corner, whether it be at the mill, the neighbors, the strangers you meet when you go out. Some are even in your own nest. There are times the predator isn't even a physical being. For example, it could be the upkeep of your nest, the struggle you face at the mill, worrying you will lose it even though you despise it. You can't leave because you feel stuck. It could be a trial you are facing, a trial so strong you don't think you can make it. You feel isolated, vulnerable like you never had before. You have no one to turn to, no one who would even understand the pain you feel. You think about how you survived your past trials hoping to never experience this again. You can't sleep at night worrying. You wonder if it's even a trial or something you have manifested in your own mind. Either way, it's causing you great pain. You often wonder how others would cope with this trial. Regardless of what you think, anyone would struggle with it. How would they cope with it, you might ask? Well, look around you. Some turn to destruction or self-destruction. Others turn to whatever they can find to help. We are all trying to seek a reason for these trials. Not just the trials, but to life as well. Living can be a cruel punishment at times, especially since you don't volunteer to live in the first place. Little bird, I have seen how you have coped. It's the reason why you fly funny. I know you cry and weep when no one is around. I know your head constantly aches. I know you don't even taste the food you eat. It's hard for you to even eat, isn't it? I know you find no pleasure in the world you live in. You cherish the moments when you felt happiness. Oh, how you wish time would stop during those times. How you would deliberately give up anything to have life stay that way. I know you wish you was the only bird alive in this world. I know you fantasize waking up and being the last living being in the world. I also know you fantasize about not waking up at all. You wish for the world to end, or at least for your world to end. You wonder why? Why is it every time you feel like you are doing good for yourself, reality throws another trial at you? You feel all alone, little bird. That's why you fly funny. You tried jumping out of the nest, haven't you, to end the cycle, yet you wasn't successful, which is why you had to relearn to fly due to injury. How I know all this, little bird? It's because I see you. I see what you're going through, because I'm going through the same thing. I need help. I have nowhere to turn to. Maybe I should pray. Maybe there's a higher being I have to turn to. I'll be honest, I don't know how to help you, little bird. I don't even know how to help myself. I do know there are many birds out there like us, each with their own problem, each one different from each other, each one struggling, looking for someone to save them, looking for a stretched out hand. Who knows, maybe it would never happen. Maybe we will keep struggling beside each other. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you are not alone, even though you might think you are. Even though your trials might be harder than mine, just know that there are others out there, just like us. Little bird, I see you. Little bird, I see you.